No, it's not.
I was about to say, man, biology was never my strongest subject in high school, but the last time I checked, my voice wasn't a muscle.
What is a voice?
Yeah.
What is a voice?
I have no idea. Twitter universe, let us know, because I have no. How would you?
Is it like a part of you, or is it just like a thing that
you create? I don't know. It's a sound. A voice is a sound. No?
I don't know.
I mean,
it is a sound.
Yeah, it makes a sound.
Just like a square is also a rectangle.
Oh, well, guys,
man,
if you guys know what a voice really is, let us know. Tweet at us. Twitter.com/MrBitterTV. Twitter.com/RotterdaM08. I am very intrigued right now. I would love to know what a voice actually is. But for now, man, let's jump back into this game. I'm starting to get back in the mood. I'm just going to pretend this never happened. I did not just get offended in the way that I did.
But on the record, we're very disappointed in the NASL sound guy right now.
Yeah, as I said, he's been around, worked a few events, got very cocky. And
off-season, and he thinks he's just he's king of the world over here.
It's okay, man. The emails will go out to my boss tomorrow.
We're calling a meeting.
Which is, frankly, his boss as well. So
NASL sound guy's going to intercept the email.
Yeah,
he's going to change the words. We're going to be boss, I have a big problem with the NASL sound guy. And he's going to change the words. Boss, I love the NASL sound guy.
That's probably
he's really not doing his job well. He's doing an excellent job back in production.
Noblesse is opening up different this game, Ben, as he's not going for the proxy command center first. Which was a little bit weird.
In fact, not the case.
No, that was a little bit weird as well. Certainly since the Overlord.
What the hell function did that serve, man?
I have no idea.
Like it wasn't even hidden somewhere like that you're not going to spot.
No, because that's like the first spot that drones always check if they don't see like the Rex.
That's the first spot that your first Overlord passes over.
Yeah, I have no idea. Noblesse using some next level maneuvers there. He's just ahead of the metagame, man, because eventually these Overlords will choose a different path.
Instead, it's going to be one Rex fast expand into a double gas follow-up, which gives him a lot of options.
Most likely going to open up with the Reactor Hellions, and I wouldn't be surprised, Ben, if we're going to see the Banshee follow-up as well. I guess that he's starting to feel right now that the Revival loves to play greedy, certainly when he feels that he can't. So I guess we're going to see a lot of Hellions from Noblesse, and probably going to follow it up with Banshees as well, since he took his refinery so early on.
I love how thorough Revival is. He had 16 drones in his main base, sent the 17th drone to the natural, and he just kind of chilled there with 5 minerals, waited till the hatch to finish, and returned it, and then went to work immediately. Not being as efficient as he can be.
You know what that reminds me of? Back in the days, Mana, whenever he scouted with a probe and he checked, he saw the expand, he would send the probe back, but before he sent it back to his main base, he let him mine like one patch of gold minerals. It's like, wow, that's so cute. I love that, man. I thought it was so smart.
I'm coming back and I'm bringing money.
Guys, I found it.
Look what I found. He shows all of his probe friends. They're like, ooh.
Probe friends are like, well, we got so much blue stuff.
Where did you see that?
It's much more worth. One of the SUVs does fall right now. Once more, Revive was just incredibly effective with his units. All the engagement that he took favored him. Didn't lose a single drone to drops in like forever, maybe even throughout the entire game. Just absolutely fantastic play by him. As we saw that Noblesse lost 7,000 worth of resources more than he did. But this is a very different game. Tech Lab being added.
And this is a much more like normal opening, metagame, standard in the metagame opening that we're seeing out of Noblesse. Drops the starport immediately after the factory. Probably going to see a Tech Lab and a couple of Banshees. That's exactly what goes down.
No, there we go. So I'm curious to see how many Banshees we are. We have quite some gas already saved up, and so I actually think we're going to see cloaked Banshees out of Noblesse as well. And I don't mind it at all. Even the Revival is going up to layer pretty quick. It's a 6 minutes layer. I think it's relatively quick.
2-base Muta action. Very cool. You know, we saw some of this starting to make a comeback at MLG. Lenok was doing a lot of this.
Even the Greg.
Yep, even the Grax showing some of it off, and very effective, believe it or not, against some of what has become normal in the matchup. And what we'll see here is a Spire going down immediately after the layer finishes, and a Zerg player with enough gas to make about 8 mutas by the time that Spire is ready.
What I'm a little bit worried about is that he didn't have a little bit of a wall yet. Now we do see that 2 Evo Chambers going up, so now actually he's going to have more than enough to deal with these Hellions at the front. One Spinecrawler, of course, is going to be as a nice backup as well. We have 3 Queens. There is speed as well, so there are speedlings.
Yep, and I mean, he's basically harass-proof right now with Queens, this little wall, and only the Hellions on the ground. The Banshee, the Cloak Banshee, could be annoying, certainly. Wait a second, that's not a Cloak Banshee at all. So he canceled Cloak and he made a medevac?
So he's going to drop Hellions.
Yeah, a little, this is just straight up Hellion drop. It's not even...
Maybe with the fact that he saw that Revive was not going up to 3 bases yet, he just felt that he just switched up his play.
That's very interesting. I would love to have the chance to ask him why he made that adjustment. Now, these Lings out on the map are not really enough to kill the Hellions, Kev.
Well, I guess just what he saw. I guess he has the exact same feeling as you, Ben. 2 base Mutas. Didn't want to commit too much to that. So let's see if these Hellions will be able to kill a handful of drones.
I think a handful is almost a certainty. Lings, oh my god, what a great surround with so few Zerglings. And the Hellions are going to be completely cleaned up. That is just... I don't know how that happened, to be completely frank.
Well, they were kind of surrounded. They were kind of trapped in the mineral line. There wasn't really a lot of space over here to move around. So still great defense by Revival, but at least Noblesse knows what he's facing.
Yeah, and it's going to give him some capacity to prepare, but we still don't see any turrets in production. Does he even have the engineering bay? Sure, yeah, obviously
so
does.
He's getting plus
upgrades.
1. He even has 2 of them, Ben.
Did he not click on the Spire?
He must know. This is
He's
pretty
not
obvious.
preparing at all.
I think he is.
No Vikings. He's only making...
He's just going to defend with Marines for now. He has 6 Marines. He's going to produce more Marines soon. He's adding a reactor on one of these Rexes. Stim is on the way. Now he's going to drop his first Mutas. I guess he still felt he had a little bit of time.
Okay. Just has a... okay, this is actually...
And he's on triple orbital as well. This is
actually
not
great
bad.
game sense from Noblesse. The timing on the turrets is perfect. The turrets will finish as the Mutas spawn. So he is well aware. You're exactly right, Kev. And Noblesse he's in a really good position right now. The 2-base Muta style, awesome when you can catch somebody. Significantly less awesome when your opponent has a great read on you, can build a 3rd base before you, and sets himself up to virtually take 0 damage.
Mutas are making their way over across the map, and Revival's going to go back to droning behind us immediately. He's going to show the Mutas. He's going to pick up this Viking, which is working on one of the Overlords on the left side of the map, so that Overlord will live to just chill another day.
Yes.
Overlords do have a chill life, man.
They just sit there and they look at things.
Yeah.
Sometimes they poop out some creep.
Sometimes they are brought into the action, but that's very rarely. Marines are in position, so Noblesse stims immediately and forces these Mutas to back off. There are quite a few turrets all around. I like the turret positioning a lot, actually.
I think I would be a pretty good Overlord.
Me too, man. I really wouldn't mind.
Yeah, man.
I would probably make friends. Like, I would be one of those Overlords that blends in with the rest of the Overlords. Like, this would be you, alone in the court.
Aw. No, man, I'd be the Overlord that like sees the medevac. I'd be like, sup, medevac.
No. Yeah, you'll be a traitor. Which Overlord would I be, Ben? Let's take a look. I don't know, man. Most of these Overlords are kind of
You
low
would be the Overseer, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this would be you. You got like all these eyes, and, like looking like overly suspicious Overseer.
Like, what's going on over here? Guys, I'm not bad. I have no bad intentions. This SB will fall. I did spot the drone, so maybe he did see the drone making their way over. And trying to get at 4th base once more, Ben. Really quick high for Revival. 12-minute high this game. Despite not really being very effective yet with these Mutas.
Pretty impressive that he's able to transition right out of that 2-base Muta play into some strong economic standard-looking ZVT. But we do need to make note that he is a little bit not really behind in upgrades, but he doesn't have any sort of upgrade lead. 2-2 is going to finish up on both sides around the same time. And the tech of Noblesse is really pretty healthy. He's got 5 tanks, a lot of Marines, a couple of medevacs as well. I mean,
it took a little while before he was able to mine off 3 bases, though. That's the only thing that hasn't worked in Noblesse.
Yeah, it's a close game. It's still a pretty near even game. But this should be a fairly comfortable position for Noblesse because he hasn't taken damage. He has managed to get out to 3 bases. He knows that because of these Mutas that he's not really dealing with any sort of like big infestor play. I guess the thing that might be most scary would again be that kind of 2-2 Baneling timing, but we also know that that's not going to happen as there is no Baneling nest. First one just now finishing up.
Yep. So Revive is just going to go for the standard Goodled, rely on his late game army control. I'm really happy, Ben, that Revive suddenly is making sort of a resplash on the scene. He was one of those first guys around back then, as we said before. He was at the Intel Extreme Masters. Some people like, Revive, I remember that name. He was at IEM China in 2011, the tournament that Idra managed to win. Idra also took him out. That was the only time that Idra smiled in 2011. after he took out Revival, he looked at it, hey, I did that very well. Yes, Greg, you played great in those games. And after that, it's been silent around Revival for a little while. Now he made a comeback, started winning a lot of European weekly cups again, the Go for StarCraft II's, Zota cups and whatnot. And recently at MLG he had a very Very good one.
Very counterattack oriented style being played right now by Revival, just running around the army of Noblesse, picking off units that find themselves too far.
Be careful with those
infestors in
infestors.
a really weird spot. One of them takes a lot of damage but does not die. And will safely escape. Fourth base also going to be pretty safe. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a single Baneling produced yet. Revival really flirting with disaster by not making that investment.
Yes, 69 links. Me gusta.
Lol. But again, this push of Noblesse is closing in on the fourth expansion of Revival. Finally, we do see some Banelings enter production, and Marines a little bit awkwardly positioned.
Wow, great fungal though.
Excellent fungal. Catches a lot of Marines and a lot of medevacs. Banelings now are able to connect, and what a great engagement from Revival, even burrowing the infestors to keep them alive, and will kill all of the medevacs, all of the Marines, all of the siege tanks.
Revival just running over Noblesse right now. Great fungal once more.
Wow.
A little bit of backup, or just retreat with those mutas would be nice. Oh, a couple of Marines do survive, very low on HP. What a sick fight for Revival once more.
Excellent engagement for Revival. Now, Baneling fights are expensive. He basically lost all of his army to kill all of Noblesse's army, but his tech is very strong. Ultralisks are on the way, and the upgrades are just brilliant. I love that in spite of playing this two-base muta style, that he's still managed to focus on these upgrades. For
the sixth thing is as well, he's still on 82 drones, but it is time that he starts transferring a couple of the drones. I think he's doing that right now. Actually, yes, he is transferring drones to that fourth base since it's very undersaturated and his main was oversaturated. 5 ultras are on the way. Great fungal once more, and he is buying the time bandit. He needs to get his ultras out on the field.
And there's only 4 siege tanks out for Noblesse, Kev, and I think 4 or 5 ultras will be more than enough to allow him to kind of tractor right through those lines.
It's more followers.
Man, look at I got friends now.
you got followers, but them Twitter followers.
Oh man, that's so cool. See, you're making fun of me for going off to the corner, but I started a trend, bro.
Yeah, you did. You were impressed.
These are the safest overlords on the map.
Noblesse is a little bit caught off guard. At least one tank will fall. He could have picked that up. So once more, a little bit sloppy there.
Another tank is actually going to fall, man. Very sloppy from Noblesse. And now these Marines are going to be battered all the way back to the siege tanks. Ultra is a little bit late to the party. The Baneling's finally showing up as well.
If no fungals, these Marines are actually not going to die like ever. Fungals do land right now, but there's still so many medevacts. This might have actually been the first bad fight for Revival. Well, fungals are good, but
it's not a great fight. It's also not an awful fight. I mean, Ultralisks with these many infestors and with the reinforcements coming behind it should. SCV pull. Just drop 100 infested Terrans, man. I really think that you could get away with that right now.
All the medevacts do die once more. All these SCVs will die as well if the Ultras hit it one more time. So I guess it didn't really matter. It was close, and maybe Revival is not going to win the game right now, but he dealt a ton of damage.
He dealt game-ending damage there, Kev. He's up 100 supply right now. He's in a 2-0 MVP Noblesse.
I was a little bit worried first, because I think if Noblesse split up his Marines more over here in the top side, maybe get some Marines in the bunker as well, don't you think he would have been able to sort of survive and keep the medevacs alive? Not that I think that would have won him the game, but
I think Noblesse was in a really good position, honestly, after the mutas did no damage. I am frankly surprised at how well Revival played that game. He just hit smooth transition.
Good, man. He's winning so much.
Very good.
You know why this is, man? Because he's been playing so many European weekly cups, and he wins them all the time. So he got like a winning atmosphere.
You want to know something else cool, Kev?
He gets a winning vibe.
If a Zerg player wins this qualifier, we will have even racial representation in Season 4 of Noblesse.
Well, Revival is looking very good as he storms in the natural of Noblesse once more. Banelings are rolling this time, and Noblesse will call GG, so Revival moves on to round number 4.
Very impressive.
Very convincingly. There's really nothing else we can say. He's so cost effective. He never really loses units when he doesn't have to. Doesn't lose any units early on. At the moment he sees that something goes bad, he just retreats. How often do you see a Zerg continuously losing less than Terrans in pretty much every engagement?
Never.
Against tanks and stuff.
Never. I mean, well, I shouldn't say never. I mean, the best Zergs in the world managed to do it. Revival trying to push his name into that category, I suppose. Really nice gameplay there. 2-0 victory for Revival as he moves on. Folks, we're going to take a break. Our next game, I don't know what it's going to be.
We're going to pick one nice for you. Once more, guys, these games are not live. They are played very recently. While we were casting this, the next round was played already. So we got a couple of replays. We're going to pick one of them. Of course, we won't know the result. And then, yeah, we'll see. So we'll be right back with a cool game.